I just barely got him hooked. He's right on the nose.
He came way out and got that.
He came out very, very far.
Yeah, decent little fish.
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah.
There we go. Not bad.
Nice fish.
Thanks.
Fishing, Lake Arthur. Summertime, buzzbait.
Buzzbait.
Stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. All right, another one off the top. This week, DVO travels 6 hours west to Moraine State Park, home of a 3,200-acre warm water fishery called Lake Arthur. Common species in Lake Arthur are northern pike, largemouth bass, channel catfish, black crappie, and bluegill. Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission stocks muskies, walleye, channel catfish, and hybrid striped bass. Lake Arthur is a shallow lake that averages about 12 feet deep. Today, we're fishing for schooling bass.
Now he realizes he's hooked. Yeah, we're too close. We're too close.
He's a good one.
He is a good.
Nice fish.
A little tough to keep him hooked on the crankbait. He's hooked right on the list.
Ooh.
He just swatted at it. There we go. That's a little better.
That's a nice fish. I'm on Lake Arthur with my good friend, John Hawthorne. John has coerced me, I think, how we should put this.
I've been bugging you for years. How about that?
To come out here to Lake Arthur, out in western Pennsylvania,
Yep.
to catch not only nice bass, but numbers of bass on this lake. John, let's just talk about the lake itself and what do we have out here, because it's a pretty great place.
Yeah, we're in western Pennsylvania. We're about 30 miles north of Pittsburgh. We're near the town. I guess it's Butler is the town we're at, and it's a lake that I had read about for a lot of years in Pennsylvania Angler. It used to be really well known for lots of large fish. It was like number one. Oh, there's another one. Like I said, it was known for lots of fish. There you go. Another, I don't know, 14, 15 inch or so. It's a great fish.
Yeah. So it was known for large trophy fish.
Trophy fish, right. There was more in like the 90s. There was more 5-pound bass, 5-pound largemouth bass caught here in this lake than there were in any other Pennsylvania lake. Like better than like the first number 2, 3, and 4 combined. And so when I finally got a boat, I said, man, that's a place where I got to go. And pretty much ever since, I've been taking a trip here just about every year. And although I can't say we've had the best luck with 5-pounders, as far as just catching lots of really, really nice fish.
Quality fish.
Quality fish. Just some fish just like that. Fun. Well, there he is again. Man, there's 2 in a row. Might be time for you to switch crankbaits.
That's a switch crankbait here.
Take that white one right there. That's exactly the one I'm throwing, just a different color.
Now, John, if you can fish and talk at the same time, it's great.
I'll try.
It's a bunch of things. When you get into a school of fish like this, I mean, we will catch numbers of fish like this.
Yeah, and that's because we're in June here, where the bass season just opened up, and you know, the fish have long since been done spawning, and you know, they're not really fat, but they're long and lean. They're not full of eggs anymore. But what's happening is these fish are grouped up together, and they're in schools, and that's, you know, we've just got 3 fish right out of this
Right.
exact same spot. And they just cruise around looking for shad. And they will just follow the shad around here. You're going to find them on different contours. And oh, look at that, boy. I think I missed another one. That was 4 in a row. They're just following shad in here, staying on this outside edge of these weeds. And we're usually able to pick them off with a crankbait.
And then, like you said earlier, if we get them on the crankbait, then we know where they are.
Right.
And we can go back in with a worm and really work it.
Yeah, crankbaits are great search lures. You know, you can cover a lot of ground. You can, just cover a lot of different depths. You can throw shallow. You can throw deep. Like we're looking at water that's about. Oh, there's another one. You see where I'm throwing? Right off the right edge of those paths. We're about 7 foot deep water, and we're throwing a crankbait that dives about 5 or 6 feet. He's running right at me. But eventually they will stop biting this, and then we'll probably have to slow down and fish with a worm or a jig or Carolina rig or something. There he is. Oh, gotta watch the trebles. One thing I hate is a hook in the hand.
Oh, look, that fish might have been caught already.
You think? Yeah, he's got a couple nicks in him.
Yeah.
But the other thing, Bob, it's interesting is when you look at these fish, you see, like they're green, but they're not like dark green or black like they get in the summertime.
Yeah.
Because these fish are staying like out in the main lake. They're out in deeper water, and they just come into these coves to feed, and then they'll ease back out again.
Yeah, they don't hang in the weeds.
Right, they're
You
not
get that-
living
yeah,
there.
They get that green.
Those fish that live in the weeds really turn almost black. So, you haven't got one yet? Come on, man, we're right there.
That one.
There he is, right? Right off the- This one isn't as big. Oh, he wants to go this way.
There you go.
You got him?
Yep.
Better one?
Yeah. There we go.
All right, well that means I throw mine back in the water because I think mine's smaller. Awesome.
Barely hooked here. Come here, you little devil.
I think we found our school again.
Yeah, John, talk a little bit about like finding the school and what we're actually doing here.
Well, we're in a bit of a cove right off the main lake, and it's a cove that I've fished many, many times, and you will just see schools of shad just coming in here. And
Is that the prevailing forage for these fish?
there's shad in here. There's also alewives. Oh, there's another one. Oh man, I figured out he was hooked.
Just figured it out, huh?
He just figured it out and decided he was headed for Pittsburgh. And come on, baby. He's not even that big. He thinks he's 3 pounds. Well, it is a pretty nice one. But yes, so these schools of fish are just coming into this bay following schools of shad, and we're just able to intercept them with a crankbait. So I really like this chartreuse because the water's got a little bit of color to it. I mean, you just caught one on a shad bait.
Yeah.
And
And now, one thing you had mentioned too, though, you like the smaller baits
now
for here.
I like using spinner rods a lot, but I feel I've just got so much control with a spinner rod, and these small little crankbait. Oh, there's another one. Oh shoot, man, doubles. Son of a gun, man! Look at that. Oh man, I came off. You got yours?
Oh yeah. I should say, oh yeah, he's still here though.
Man, I think I had a big one, man. Mine was
This is-
running
this
like
is-
crazy.
This feels pretty good.
But when you hit the conditions right, I mean, this is what can happen. You know, you run into, I mean, all these, holy smokes, Bob.
You wanna
Jeez,
grab it for
man.
me?
Not really. I wanted to catch another, but. Oh, man. I mean, that's our best fish today.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 2.5 anyway.